Greetings, everybody. Welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone who's interested is welcome to join. We shall start with our first participant, which is waiting for Felicia Chan. Okay, Felicia, you've been away a few weeks. Go ahead, speak.
Good evening, Ajahn.
Good. How are you? You've been away for a while.
Yeah, sorry, a long time no internet. I don't know how to operate already. I forgot already. Okay, I'm fine, Ajahn. I missed your Dhamma class.
Are you back in Malaysia?
Yeah, I just came back to Malaysia last night.
I see. How long were you in Thailand?
I also have a very good progress this time. How long? Okay, 44 days.
At Ajahn Lumpur Thai.
Yeah, in Lumpur Thai Monastery.
Very good.
I also have a very good progress this time. I'm happy.
Okay.
I feel my mindfulness. I feel my practice in mindfulness and wisdom is going well. I can remain mindful and wisdom continuously, just like in China stage, even I meditate or not.
That's very good.
I understand that illusion appears because of no mindfulness and wisdom.
That's right.
I am so happy to realize that everything is selfless. Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay. You have to always think of the three characteristics, anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Okay, thank you. Ajahn, I have two questions. May I know? Okay. Number one, when I meditate, sometimes I do samadhi and sometimes I move out from samadhi, contemplate vipassana on whole body. Can I do like this?
It depends on what you want. If you want jhana, you don't contemplate. If you want wisdom, then you contemplate. It's up to you.
Okay. Thank you. Number two, when I meditate and contemplate vipassana, and when four kanta appear, do I need to look at them one by one?
It depends on which one is more obvious. Which one is causing you the trouble? If Vedana is the one causing you the trouble, then you have to look at Vedana. If Sankhara, your thought, is the one that causing you problem, like being restless and agitated, then you look at Sankhara and try to stop it by using mindfulness. But if you look at Vedana, you have to use wisdom and leave the Vedana alone. Like when you have dukkha Vedana, don't have any desire to get rid, because you increase more Vedana, you more dukkha. The way to deal with Vedana is to leave Vedana alone.
Okay, noted. Thank you. Thank you very much for your guidance, Ajahn. Anumodana sadhu.
Okay, sadhu.
Sadhu.
Next, Willie from Indonesia.
Good evening, Ajahn. Today I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Okay, Kok Seng from Singapore.
Good evening, Ajahn. Tonight I'd like to ask Mangala Sutta, the verse 3 and 4. Please allow me to read verse 3, which is to have much learning, to be skillful in handicraft, well versed in discipline, and to be of good speech. So, Ajahn, may I, in this so-called present context, what is meant by Buddha when he said to have much learning and then skillful in handicraft? And
well,
yeah.
if you still live in the world and you have to make a living, you have to have a lot of education, to get a good job. And if you're a craftsman, then you have to know how to make things. If you don't have any degree, then you can use your craftsmanship for a way of making a living.
我不要这个子要怎样按哦？
Felicia, you have to turn off your microphone.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
next.
okay. Then what about well-trained in discipline in the present context? This was stated by Buddha 2,500 years ago. So well-trained discipline in our present era now?
Yes, you have to have discipline. When you go to work, you have to go, you have to know the time to go to work, what time you have to go to work, when you have to go to work, when you stop working. So you have to have discipline, not just go to work when you want to and don't go to work when you don't want to. You get fired.
Okay. And to be of good speech, does this refers to the fourth precept, to abstain from lying?
Of course, you don't want to lie. People don't like people lying and speak about things that is beneficial, like speaking about your work, how you can improve your company, how you can increase more money for your company or something like that. Speak of something beneficial, not something, don't talk politics when you're working, or criticize other people.
Okay. Please allow me to read verse 4, which is to support mother and father, to cherish wife and children, and to engage in peaceful occupations.
Well, you look after your father and mother if they become old and they cannot look after themselves. It's your responsibility. And your family is the same thing. You have to look after them, take good care of them. If you have a family.
And engage in peaceful occupation, is it related to the right livelihood in the Equal Path?
Yes, engage in right occupation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Ajahn, for putting the Mangala Sutta in the present context. Yeah. Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Professor Ken.
Good afternoon, Tanajan. I have no question at the moment. Thank you.
I have an opportunity this morning to talk to a monk from Austria. I think he ordained in the Ajahn Chah's tradition. And I mentioned the monastery up on the hill, Dhammapala. And he said he been there and he lived there for 6 months a few years back. He's from Austria.
What's his name? Do you know his name, Tanaj?
Manio.
I don't know the name.
Yeah. Now he's staying with us. He's visiting here at Kaohsiung and plan to stay for about 3 weeks.
Okay.
So this morning I just have a chance to talk to him and ask him, does he know of this monastery in Switzerland? And he said, yes, he was there.
Okay.
He lived there for 6 months. I don't know when, but I didn't ask him the time.
Manio. Not sure, huh? I'll think about it.
Sounds like money. Moneyo. Manio.
Okay.
But just to mention, since you've been there before, next time you go up, you might be able to ask one of the monks. You say it's just a big house, right? That's all it is.
Yes, it used to be a hotel. Actually, they purchased a hotel and turned it into a monastery. It was actually the previous king's mother who gave the finance to do
see. I see. Okay.
Yeah, she financed the purchase from Thailand.
Mm-hmm. She used to live in Switzerland when the king was young.
Yeah.
Raised her two sons and one daughter in Switzerland.
Yeah, the king was educated here, and I think it was in the French part, Geneva, Lausanne.
Geneva, Lausanne.
Yeah.
Then when he became king, he had to return to Thailand and live in Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard she supported a few temples in Switzerland, Thai temples also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they managed to purchase the hotel. I think it was about 1992, about 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a monastery since then. And quite a few monks from Ajahn Chah tradition, they come by and stay for a while. So maybe Maniyo was just passing by.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay, thank you, Tanajan.
You have any question tonight?
No question at the moment, thank you.
Okay. Go to Claudia from Nuremberg, Germany.
Good afternoon from Germany, Tanajan. Today I have a remark that are hopefully good news and a question. So I want to let you know that our translation is, with the help of Kenneth, completed. Kenneth did send the last corrections to me last Sunday, and as soon as possible, my husband will upload everything on a PDF file and send it to your assistant. And I want to give a big thank you to Kenneth, who was so helpful. I'm so happy about it. It's great. It's wonderful.
Yeah, as soon as we get it, we'll have it posted on my website, suchart.com.
Yes.
It's in German, right? The book.
It's in German language.
Okay.
Yes. Now we have to include Kenneth's corrections, and this is something for my husband because he is the PC and uploading specialist, but he will do it as soon as possible.
Okay, so, no need to hurry. Take your time.
Thank you. And I have a question today to Tanajan. So currently we are cleaning out our apartment, so it could be that we maybe could move to Switzerland, so there is a good chance. And while I was cleaning out our apartment, I did find 2 Dhamma books. The Dhamma books are written by a German lay person who did just an interpretation of the Dhamma. And it's many years ago, and I knew people who read these books and followed the teachings of this German lay person. And what I observed was that those people developed something like really heavy mental problems with these translations, and I was doubting if this lay person was really right with what he wrote in his books. I don't know if it was a bad coincidence that his followers developed mental problems, but I think it could have been something to do with the books. And his interpretations are far away from what Ajahn Chah is teaching or what Ajahn Mahaboha is teaching. And I see Ajahn Chah and Ajahn Mahaboha as very precious teachers. So the content of this book seems very confusing. So I don't know what to do with these books. I don't want to throw away Dhamma books in the trash, but I don't have a good feeling to keep them or to give them to a Buddhist center. So I want to ask Tanajan what to do with those books.
If you find that the book is more harmful than beneficial, then you can burn it. Get rid of it.
Is it also okay to put it to the recycling because I can't burn it at home?
Yes, just discard it somehow, somewhere, if you can. I don't know how you can do it with books. You cannot burn it. What do? You put it in the trash can, I guess, or something.
Okay, yeah, so I think I will give it to recycling, that it has maybe a better rebirth as a good book.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's better not to confuse people. If you don't give the right direction, then if you keep confusing direction, it can be harmful or useless to the reader.
Yeah.
So you don't consider it. You can consider it not to be Dhamma. If it's Dhamma, then it should give you the light, give you the direction, the right direction.
Yeah, yeah, and it's completely different from all precious Dhamma teachers I know. So, yeah, yeah. So I will do it, and I thank you very much for your advice, because it was a burden in my heart.
Yeah, because if somebody else read it, they might have the same reaction that you have.
Yeah.
So if it's not helpful, then don't distribute it. Don't, but keep it. If you don't want to destroy it, keep it someplace. Keep it in your shelf in your house or somewhere.
I also saw this books at the Dhammapala monastery, so I think I will give the title to Kenneth. Maybe he can check it when he goes there next time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Is that all?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all.
Go to Anura and Ramya from New Zealand.
Good evening, Ajahn. So I have a question, Ajahn. So when we grow up and when we look around, so we are told that we got to eat healthy and live healthy. But no matter when I look around and other people, so no matter how good you eat, but people get sick and all sort of trouble. And some people who eat bad, they eat bad, they are living well. Some people who eat good food, but they get sick, same as us. So, I mean, is it due to the karma or past karma, or it's purely a natural phenomena?
Well, there are many causes that can cause you to get sick or die early.
Yeah.
So maybe there are some other causes. Maybe your past karma is one of it. If you did a lot of bad karma in the past, this bad karma can have adverse effect on your health and your longevity, your lifespan also. But then again, there are many other causes, maybe that we don't see or cannot see, So my advice is just to look at the general picture. Whether how well you do or how worse you do, you end up dead. You end up getting sick. The difference is sooner or later, and how much frequency you get sick, how frequent you get sick. That's all. So if you look after your body well, you probably won't get sick as much as someone who doesn't look after the body. If you feed the body with poison like alcohol and cigarettes and drugs, you're likely to hurt the body, cause the body to get sick more frequent and maybe die early. But if you take a moderation of eat food that is considered healthy by the general public, you don't have to be super worry about what kind of food you should eat. Just take the normal food, food that people generally eat, and just watch it. If you take this food and if they have some adverse effect on your body or not, you get stomach ache or you get some problem, then you might have to avoid that type of food. But other than that, just don't get stressed out by eating. Just don't go to the extreme. Just take the middle path.
Yeah.
Just eat whatever you have, whatever is available.
Yeah.
And just observe whether the helpful or hurt to your body after you have consumed it. That's all. But generally, just take the middle path, not too much, not too little.
Yeah.
Not too much sugar, not too little sugar, not too much fat, not too little fat. You just take the middle path and then think you'll be okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But if it's time for you to get sick, no matter how well you eat, you can get sick. You might catch a fever, catch some virus from some people. So there are many causes that can make you sick or make you die. Besides just looking well or not well after your body. So just take the general approach that life is gonna end up dead, and you're gonna have to get sick sooner or later. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
But what's more important, you should try to get vaccinated mentally. Get your mind vaccinated by having the truth, the wisdom of the Buddha, and the calmness of your mind. If you have samadhi, you have wisdom, you can go through anything that the body has to go through. The mind will not be affected. The mind will just be merely knowing. No stress, no depression, no worry, no anxiety. If you know that the path of your body, what's going to happen to your body sooner or later, then if you can accept this truth, then your mind will not be affected when things happen to your body.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Ajahn. You have a question?
Yeah. Ajahn, what is your advice to keep the mind happy, especially during meditation? I think it helps to keep to be mindful.
Yes, the mind is happy or not depends on your mindfulness. You cannot keep it happy by just wishing it to be happy. You have to keep it calm. Once your mind becomes calm, then your mind will become happy. But if you don't have mindfulness, your mind can become sometimes it might be depressed or agitated or restless. So you have to practice a lot of mindfulness all the time, as much as possible.
Yeah,
okay.
Thank you, Ajahn. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, Kwan Liman from Malaysia.
Ajahn, I don't have any question today. I'm still practicing.
Okay. Alvin Lee, also from Malaysia.
Good evening, Ajahn. I don't have any question as well for today. Thank you.
Okay. Kipawan from Boise, Idaho.
I'm a news member here. I don't have any question. Let us say thank you very much indeed for all you do for the Buddhist community to follow your teachings.
Okay. You're welcome to join us. And maybe later, if you have any question, you can ask later.
Thank you.
Okay. Go to Alfredo from Brazil. Alfredo from Sao Paulo, Ubeka.
Hi, Bante.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
Okay, happy, calm, peaceful.
Yes, mental life.
No worry, no problem, no anxiety. No. Okay.
More or less.
More or less.
The thing is not so good, but not so bad. E não peca, né, Bante?
Well, life is like that. It's like a roller coaster. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down.
Yes.
We just ride along with the roller coaster.
What?
We just be a rider on the roller coaster and just enjoy the ride, like on your motorcycle. Enjoy your ride on your motorcycle. Sometimes you have good traffic, and sometimes you have bad traffic when you ride your motorcycle.
Yes, the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So sometimes someday you can have good day, and someday you can have bad days.
Yes. I like your explanation about Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. Sila is the normal person, Bante?
Yes.
Samadhi and Panya is the practitioner person, Bante?
So, you have any question?
Oh, you think that meditation for 3 or 4 hours on day is a necessity, or is a quality of mind? What you think about meditation for long periods?
Well, if you succeed in your meditation, you can feel very happy. So it's not how long, but the quality of your meditation is more important. But sometimes you have to sit very long before you can get a good quality. When you start it, usually it takes a long time for you to be able to reach a happy state of mind. But if you have practiced a lot and you are very adept with your practice, you can be happy very quickly. It takes very little time for your mind to become calm and peaceful and happy.
Yes.
So the goal is to make yourself happy. That's what it is. In the right way, not by going to entertainment, by going to restaurant, or by going to bars and pubs. You want to make yourself happy by meditation, because it's the harmless way of making yourself happy. All the other ways are all harmful to your mind.
Yes. A mental life.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, Bante.
All right. I'll go to Philip now. Philip and Adeline.
Good evening, Ajahn. Hope you're doing well. I don't have any questions tonight. Happy to be listening in.
Okay. Go to Kafai Lim, also from Malaysia.
Good day to you, Ajahn. I have no question at the moment. Thank you.
Okay. Go to PL from Toronto and spouse. Thank you for your email. I read your email.
Thank you, Ajahn. Thank you so much for your wisdom. We are relatively new to these talks and question and answers, but we've learned so much gratitude to you.
You're welcome. Do you have any question tonight?
Yeah, I have a couple of questions. It's more technical. I'm a technical person, so if you don't mind. So when you talk about samatha, usually go to vipassana. It is a standard way, samatha, pubbanga, vipassana. You start with samatha, you get some sort of concentration or into maybe then mind become maybe the fourth jhana if you can, but become equanimous, and then obviously they start the vipassana. I mean, you obviously when you stop and contemplate. So that's a normal route which you are explaining. But also some people don't get samadhi. Like say you can first foundation of mindfulness, say focus on the breath, but you can go on to contemplation of the thoughts, feelings, perhaps 5, 6 senses, and then eventually you can go back to breath, and then mind become concentrated. So this is called vipassana pubbanga samatha. So we can, I think you mentioned before, it's something like wisdom concentration in your practice. Some people also call, I think certain traditions call vipassana jhana. So also another way is you can practice both. at the same time. This is a sutra called Yugananda Sutra, Anguttara Nikaya 4:170. So we can practice both, and eventually path is born from there. And there is a fourth one which I didn't understand much. So we can come either way, right? You can come from samatha, this is a common path, to vipassana, or vipassana starting, go to samatha. However, you need to get to the jhana to really understand the insight, realize the insight. Does it make sense, Bhante?
Well, a lot of people is confused about how to practice these two type of meditation technique, contemplation and concentration.
Yeah.
So concentration is samadhi. Yeah. Contemplation is wisdom.
Yeah.
And real contemplation has to come after you have developed strong samadhi first.
Yes.
You have to have strong mind, a mind that can stop your defilement. See, but if you don't have this strong mind, when you use contemplation and see that you have to stop your defilement, you will not be able to do it because your mind is still weak if you don't have samadhi or equanimity. So the actual path when we practice is we try to develop samadhi first, try to develop a very strong mind, a mind that can remain still for a long time. Because this is what you use to stop your defilements, to remain still. When you have cravings, then you say, I don't want it, then you just don't do what your craving asks you to do. If your mind is weak, you will not be able to resist your cravings. But if your mind is strong, you will be able to resist your cravings. So the first goal is to develop a strong mind, a mind that can remain still for a long, in spite of the cravings that's trying to push the mind to go after things. Okay, so but the way to make this mind strong or have jhana can be either using mindfulness, or sometimes this is special case you can use wisdom to calm your mind also. But this wisdom is not the wisdom that that deals with the fetters. This is just the normal wisdom, the wisdom that will try to calm your mind down because your mind might be involved with some issues, like some person, and you cannot somehow get your mind off that person. So you might use wisdom by looking at the person and ask yourself whether that person is anicca and dukkha anatta. If you see that yes, this person is anicca dukkha anatta. Anatta meaning you cannot control this person. You cannot force this person to do what you want you to do. And you might have some issue with this person. You want this person to do something for you and he's not doing it for you. So your mind become angry and restless and you cannot focus on your meditation object. So you have to somehow use wisdom to teach your mind to let go of this person by seeing this person as being anatta, like being like the weather. You cannot force the weather to be what you want it to be. So once you see this, that you cannot force this person to do whatever you want this person to do, then you give up, leave them alone. Then your mind can become more relaxed and more calm. Then you'll be able to then use anapanasati to calm your mind, to enter into jhana. So this is what we call using vipassana or wisdom to calm the mind. But this is on the samadhi level, not on the fetters level. On the real vipassana level is for us to use the wisdom to let go of the fetters, the 10 fetters. So in order to be able to let go of the 10 fetters, you might have to be very strong. You might have to have strong samadhi, strong concentration. strong ubekha. Because you have to let go something that your defilement clings to very deeply, such as your body and your feeling. Without strong mindfulness, without strong mind, like without equanimity, you will not be able to leave the body alone when something happens to it. You still want to somehow protect it, even though it's almost impossible to do, but you still want to do it. And this will cause you a lot of stress. But if you see it's useless, you cannot stop the body from getting sick or dying. Might as well let it be. If you have strong mind, you have strong equanimity, you can just leave the body alone and let it be. And your mind will be peaceful. Whatever happens to the body, the mind will still remain peaceful. So this is on the level of the supramundane, the level of becoming a sotapanna and so forth. You need a strong mind first, and then with the wisdom that teach you that is harmful for you to become attached to the body or feelings. Then when you see that, then you can let go of your attachment. If you have strong equanimity, strong mind. But if you don't have strong mind, like right now, we all know we have to let go of our attachment to the body. But we still cannot, we still feel anxiety and worry about our body. That's because you don't have equanimity, you don't have jhana. Okay, see the difference?
Yes, thank you, Bhante. So one can maybe switch between the two, like you can practice both, but if you have enough strong wisdom, like can you go to samadhi and just practice both and each time, like go from both ways?
Preferably, I think you should try to develop as much samadhi as first.
Yeah. So samadhi is like a springboard, like where
it's like your base.
Yeah.
When
so
you can
from
operate,
where,
then you can go and work. Yeah. First, you have to have a house, a home for the mind to live in.
So it is like equanimity is something like a relative form of shunya. Like, I mean, because from there you can either go to different forms of any form, like shunyata samadhi or animita samadhi, all sorts of, because that's a kind of relative form of emptiness. Because you're not, your mind is pretty much non-reactive awareness for anything.
That's right. Your mind just merely doesn't react with love, hate, or delusion.
But is the knower still, the doer still there on the side, like watching you, like you know, and you let go of that. But the doer is trying to say, "Oh, you're in, you know, you are there."
Your defilement is still there. See, samadhi cannot get rid of the defilements.
Yeah.
The desire to do this or do that. This is defilement. You have to use wisdom to teach the mind that by doing this or that, you are actually hurting yourself more than not doing it.
So doer is that thoughts are obstructing. It's a kind of hindrance to the stable equanimity. In other words, long lasting. Your defilements, thoughts. You're thinking, okay, I'm in equanimity, that means you're not.
As soon as you start thinking, you're diminishing your equanimity already.
Equanimity.
Okay. Especially if you think with defilement, if you think with desire for this or that, then your mind will lose your equanimity very quickly.
Can you then go to wisdom and then say?
That's when you want to use wisdom to to stop your defilement. See?
Yeah. So you say arising and passing away. There's nothing in between. So this is just let it go. And then you can get back to
equanimity.
Equanimity. But you can keep trying. Eventually, you get strong equanimity at the end. Like it's hard though. Like as soon as your thoughts are obstructing, your hindrances,
the more you get rid of your defilement, the stronger your equanimity will be. Eventually, when there are no defilement left, then you will have equanimity all the time without having to go into samadhi anymore.
It's like sitting in a car, looking backwards, like everything going away from you.
More or less, everything come and go, and you don't need to do anything you don't need to react to them.
So the jhana, that level of jhana in a metaphor, Buddha talks about one person sitting with a white cloth covered fully, completely, and is completely, purity of equanimity. So in other words, does it mean that whatever the small speck of dirt put in you right away, because the white cloth, the metaphor he's using for that purpose?
Yes, when your mind is calm, your mind is like a pure white cloth. And as soon as your defilements start to come into action, you can see the spot right away.
Sadhu.
But if your mind is not calm, you will not be able to see the defilement because it's all over the place already.
Sadhu, sadhu. Ajahn.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
So you first have to clear your mind from all thoughts, because most of your thoughts are defilements, driven. So once your mind become calm, then you can see the difference between thought that is being driven by Dhamma and thought that is being driven by defilement.
Are they ashramas? Are they the previous thoughts or memories which pop up? And are they, can you call it asava, same as asava? Are these thoughts coming up?
Well, I don't know what you call it, but you will notice if it comes to mind to heat up, and this is defilement. If it doesn't cause the mind to heat up, then you say this is okay.
Thank you, Bhante.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Ajahn, thank you so much.
Ajahn, would you ever visit Toronto?
Pardon me?
Would you ever visit?
Well, I'm already there. Here, I go through Zoom meetings.
Not in person.
Yeah, no need to go in person anymore. You can be anywhere in the world.
Everywhere. Sadhu.
I'm all over the world now. I'm in Germany just now, Switzerland early on.
Canada now.
Yeah, and
We
I'll
are
go
so
to Singapore
blessed. We are
next.
so blessed.
Okay. All right. If I go in person, it's difficult to meet you because you're in different places. How do I get to see you all at the same time? So it's best this way. We have the best technology for us to get together from all over the world. So why need to travel anymore? You don't need to travel anymore.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu,
Yeah.
sadhu.
I think we took a lot of time. We'll go to the next.
It's okay. It's okay. We have plenty of time. Next, Belinda from Singapore.
It's a privilege, Sergeant.
Okay.
Privilege. Thank you. No
Okay.
questions for now.
All right. Go to California then. Vandana from Santa Cruz, or somewhere around Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. Thank you, Ajahn, for remembering. Yes, so you actually answered most of my questions already by talking to other people. So the question was about keep on developing equanimity, which is the process for me also, because sometimes when a person is talking to you and criticizing the system or something like that, it's very hard to just stay quiet because you are also just see it that, okay, the person is anicca, anatta, that I can't control the person. But at the same time, because I'm the field of education, and sometimes the comments can be very harsh for so how do you suggest that just keep the equanimity and do not respond to people who are criticizing, not you, but the others in front of you, and you are the only person there, so you can't just go away. You cannot just say, okay, I'm going to just, you can't just say bye to them because they are very close people to you. So can you suggest something on that I can see that is, I can't control this person, they are like this.
Can you control the wind that blows? Okay. Look at everybody like the wind. You're looking at the wind. You can stop the wind from blowing, or you can tell the wind to start blowing. You just have to leave the wind alone. Don't look at everybody like a natural phenomenon.
Yeah. But when you don't say anything, if you don't give feedback, they get upset also that say something.
Or you can say something, but you have to measure your response. Make sure that what you say is useful and not harmful to other people.
Exactly. Yes, yes.
Not to retaliate, not trying to make one better or something like that. But if you have to say something useful.
Yes.
With loving kindness. Say something with loving kindness or compassion. If you cannot do that, then just remain equanimity. Remain in equanimity.
Yes. I just said that, okay, I don't have comment for that because I don't have enough knowledge in that particular division.
Whatever. But
So
don't say anything that can irritate the other person. You don't want to do that because you're creating more problem that way.
Yes, yeah.
Better to remain nice to each other, be civil, remain civil.
Yes.
Don't start barking at each other like dogs.
It doesn't happen. Nobody barks. It's just sometimes people have very strong views, and then you want to stay equanimous by just saying, okay, I have. That's what I do, because I actually, honestly, I didn't have much knowledge in that how this particular division in my college works, so I can't comment on that. So I said, no, I'm sorry, I don't have comment for this particular department. Yeah, so but the person wanted me to say something, which is okay, I'm sorry, I can't say more than that. Then I had to switch topic to something else, that okay, how's that going? And then that worked well. That okay, then we started talking normally. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it's a process.
Try to be civil. Don't try to get into any argument if you can.
It's not even possible that arguments is actually they dropped already. If it's not happening, no arguments are happening. It's just, it doesn't even come. Agitation doesn't come. It's just you are hearing the person and you know that this is whatever they're saying, it can go into so many different directions. So you just want to be truthful and also be short, not too many details. Otherwise it goes in so many different directions. So I just, because it's a process and it's becoming better day by day. That's
I think if you practice more meditation, more equanimity, you'll find that you will have less to say and you don't feel the pressure to say anything either.
Yes, yes.
Your mind will remain calm and just merely know, merely see, merely hear. If there's no need to say anything, don't say anything. If there's no need to do anything, don't do anything.
Yes, okay. And I just want to inform you, Ajahn, that I'm going to Bodh Gaya in summer. I thought I would come to Thailand also to meet with you, but somehow this time is not, because when my semester is off, I have some time and it's very warm, it's hot also. So I thought, okay, let's just do that, because so if I don't have enough time in life or something like that, so I thought I should visit Buddha's places, and then I might visit you next year or so. So I just wanted to.
Well, you already see me now. Why do you have to come here for? I'll be the same person.
Exactly. Yes, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah. Now I can just see you.
Yeah, you're already here. Why go anywhere else? You're already here.
Yeah, but that's the one desire which I have, to see Buddha's places. And I visited Lumbini and other places in Nepal, but Bodh Gaya, I still have to just feel the air, how people describe it so well.
Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. That's a lot of.
I did that too. I did that.
Why waste your money and your time and going all the way just to feel the fresh air there? That's all.
It's going to be very hot, but I know that it's going to be very different. I just want to feel that, because I know you said, right, that no craving should be left. So this is one of my craving, which I need to fulfill before I leave this world. So I want to do it as soon as possible.
Okay.
Yes.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
May your wish come true.
Hey, thank
Okay.
you.
Next, our friend Shailen. I don't know, you don't have a name on it. Senior Highland.
Yep, Steve.
Steve Highland, okay.
Yeah. Hello, Ajahn.
Yeah, good to see you again, this time online. Normally I see him in person, but now he's online.
Yeah, that's right. It's really nice for me to hear you in English, because I'm very lucky living not too far from Wat Yan, from the temple. And I love to go there for the Sangha. And, you know, when you're giving a Dharma talk in Thai, the tone of your voice actually is really helpful for just sitting quietly and feeling calm and peaceful.
Yeah, you don't understand anything at all. But you use the sound as your meditation objects.
Yes. Yeah, I guess I do. And over time, maybe pick up small things, choi, ubeka, but I'm a slow learner. I'm a slow learner. So, yeah, thank you for the invitation to join this. It's just, don't think I have any technical questions, but one thought occurred to me about PM 2.5 and the air quality in Asia, you know, Laos, Cambodia, and in Thailand is in the news a lot. And I'm wondering, because you've spent so many years in nature, if you notice any difference in wildlife, or is it just people talking and scientists working?
Well, I haven't really met many wildlife. I didn't go through a lot of forest. I just stayed in one place in the temple here, in the monastery here, for almost 40 years. So I don't see any changes here.
Right. Yeah. I'm wondering how worried we should be, because sometimes the media exaggerates things, and the worry is
never should worry. Never should worry about anything. Because if things gonna happen, you cannot do anything about it anyway. So let it be.
Very true. It's very true. Yes.
Just worry about worrying. That's all. Worry about worrying.
Yeah, and find ways to stop it. And
calm your mind with Bhutto.
Bhutto, yeah, and breath as well. I think I might be a breath person.
Yeah. Everything that happens in the world is the work of nature, and we cannot force nature to do what we want it to do. Just leave nature alone.
Right. Okay, Ajahn, thank you very much. I will listen for a little longer.
Okay, happy to see you here.
Very happy to see you too. Thank you.
Okay, good. Next, we'll go to London, to Dean from London.
Hi, Ajahn. Thank you. I don't have a questions. I'm just practicing with going deep into the Four Noble Truth with So when I practice this, less thinking but thank you for reminding me to use Bhutto, and I prefer to use the word Dhamma in my daily life when the mind comes in with a lot of racing thoughts and defilements. I just deal with it moment to moment. It's not easy, Ajahn.
Yeah, try to stop your thought. as much as possible. Only think when you really have to think. When you don't have to think, recite a mantra, something to stop your mind from just fantasizing, daydreaming, and imagining. They are useless. They can be harmful to your health, your mental health.
I can see that, yes. Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go to Ricardo from Uruguay. Are you on your retreat yet, Ricardo?
No.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Ajahn, Ajahn, for all your teachings. And as you said before, it's good to be in Uruguay right now. Welcome to Uruguay. I'd like to ask you about right intention, Sama Sankappa, and especially the intention of giving up, of renunciation. I'd like to hear about your suggestions and comments about that, please.
Well, right intention or right thinking. When you think, you want to think, yeah, actually it could be translated as right thoughts also, or right thinking. Not intention, but maybe intention is part of the definition. But actually, to me, it's like right thinking, thinking about the three characteristics of existence. It's called right thinking. Every time you see something, you think about something. Think of anicca, dukkha, anatta. Think about supha. Okay, but if you want to ask about thinking about renunciation, that is also part of the right thinking. Thinking about keeping the sila, thinking about practicing samadhi and practicing panya. This is the path of renunciation. You have to think first before you can do the actions. If you don't think, then you don't do. You only do what you think. Your mind tells your body what to do. So you have to first make planning, mental planning. What I want to do. I want to go to a retreat. I want to stay in a temple. I want to practice meditation. These are all thinking the right way, Buddha said. Not planning like going on a holiday, going watching football, or this is not the right thinking, because it's defilement. You want to think in the way of Dhamma, not in the way of defilement. If you think of going after money, wealth, and status, this is all defilement thinking. So it's the opposite direction. Renunciation is the opposite of the defilement direction.
Yes.
You want to give up wealth, give up your family, give up everything, and go live as a monk, for instance. This is good intention. The best intention, actually. It's the best gift you can give to yourself, is to become a monk and practice the path, the Noble Eightfold Path. Because what you get from your practice is the best thing that you can get from best of all things, is the becoming enlightened and get to Nibbana. Where you won't have to come and be reborn again and again. So yes, this is the best thinking, the best intention, is to renunciate. It's a difficult decision though. It's a hard decision. It's easy to think, but to actually jump into it, to doing it, that takes a while also. You have to be prepared or have something to support your intention.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have a certain amount of peace and happiness of mind. If you don't have, you will find it difficult. If you still rely on money, rely on sensual pleasures to keep you happy, you won't find it's possible for you to renunciate. So you have to try to practice as much meditation now as possible before you actually make the final decision.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know that you can live without sensual pleasure. If you know that, then you can renunciate. But if you still need sensual pleasures to keep you happy, then you will not be able to take that leap yet. So you have to become a monk before you actually become a monk. Live at home right now, but live like a monk first.
Yes.
Do nothing but meditate. Do nothing but meditation.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for 1 year as a layman before I could take the leap and become ordained as a monk.
That's good. Like training, like practicing before.
Practicing, training yourself before actually taking the vow. You know, like before in the old days they have engagement right before you marry. Before you get married, you have engagement first. You practice living together first to see whether you are compatible or not. Once you find that it's compatible, then okay, then you can take the vow and live together. Same thing. Everything needs preparation. You just don't jump into it without having anything to support your decision. You end up giving up after 3 months. I have many people doing that. They decide to ordain, and after ordain for 3 weeks, they have second thoughts already. They have buyer's remorse. So after a few weeks more, they decide to disrobe. So you have to have some. Yeah.
No, sorry.
Yeah, you have to become a monk before you take the vow. You can live as a monk. Once you can live as a monk, then you can take the vow and become the real monk. Put on the uniform, that's all.
That's true. That's true. Yes.
So do a lot of practice now. Don't worry about ordaining yet. It's not important. Yeah. When you're ready, you can ordain anywhere, anytime.
Yes.
Okay. When do you start your retreat? You said next month?
Yes, 2nd of May.
2nd of May. Yeah. For 3 months.
3 months.
Okay.
I'm thinking about staying longer now.
Okay, just take it by day after one day.
Step by step.
Yeah, step by step. Don't be over ambitious. You might not be able to do it when you run into some difficulty.
The second week I get to go back home.
Yeah. Sometimes your defilement can fool you without knowing it. Make you very ambitious. But once you start to do the actual thing, you become discouraged and you want to give up after a few days.
I'd like to share that at the beginning, like 1 year ago, I was determined to become a monk, but my best ambition or most ambition was to have the robes, not really the practice. But right now, I've learned with you that it doesn't matter what shirt you wear, the matters is what's inside, right? So
that's right.
Can be with this gray T-shirt and it's the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can become enlightened with any type of clothing you wear.
Yes.
As long as you can follow the Noble Eightfold Path. That's the real important thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think that's the best understanding or right intention that you have taught us all the time.
Yes. From right intention, you have right action, right speech, right livelihood. Everything will come right after that.
Thank you to the Buddha and thank you to you.
Okay, and wish you all the success.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Next, Gary from Singapore.
Good evening, Ajahn. Thank you for the teaching. No questions from me for now.
Okay.
Just listening.
Christine Coe from Penang.
Good evening, Ajahn. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Yeah. Actually, I also waiting when it will be next visit to you. Like and other friends that just now they said. In fact, visiting you in paying respect in to you in person and through Zoom meeting totally different.
I think you're just using visiting me as an excuse for you to go travel.
No. It's different.
No, you don't know your defilement. They're very smart. They try to trick you to think that you're coming to see me. But actually, your defilement wants you to go out of the house. Just go anywhere. Go away from the house. So you look for an excuse.
In fact, I like to go to temple or monastery. I feel like heaven, like in heaven.
Yes, but actually when you want to go is inside, not outside. You want to go inside your mind. You don't want to go out to the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and body. You want to come inside. So you can stay at home and meditate and you can go inside. You don't need to come to see me to go inside.
But the atmosphere is different. Yeah. I have to practice also. Just now I was meditation for a short while. Then suddenly a thought come in saying that, oh, every breath I have a chance to do is already shortened. It's like the life is getting shorter and shorter.
Right. So you have to hurry up.
Yes. I'll try to cut all my bad habits then to practice more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Go to Vancouver, Canada, Sweden, Czech.
Ajahn? Ajahn, Sui can't talk. He lost his voice.
Okay.
He's sick.
Good.
He's sick.
Yeah. Good. No one to bother you. No one to nag you anymore.
Ajahn, just now you talked to Ricardo about preparation. It's good to have preparation before you ordain. Is that most of the teacher, like Ajahn Man, Long Dhamma is also like that, Ajahn? Like also take some time, like before they ordain?
I don't know. I never talked to them about this thing. Some of them just, for Ajahn Lungta Mahabodhi, he was forced to ordain. As he said, he himself didn't want to ordain at first. See, but it's a Thai tradition that a son should ordain for the parents, for the mother and father to go to heaven. If the son ordains, this will then guarantee a place in heaven for the parents. And he have other brothers, and no brothers want to become a monk. So his parents then look toward Lungta for help. Say, you're the only son that I can trust, I can depend on. So once his parents say something like that, he just walked away. He didn't want to listen, But then he said that after he has some time to reflect and say, becoming a monk isn't that bad. You don't go why do you want to, to be so against it, And you're doing good thing for your parents, you can show your gratefulness and pay your gratitude. So then he said, okay, I'll ordain, but for 3 months. He thought he was going to ordain temporarily. And he tell that his parents that they must not tell him how long he has to be ordained for. But then after he became ordained, then he started to have a chance to study the scriptures, study about the story of the Buddha and the noble disciple. Then this inspired him to become more serious. And eventually he ended up remaining monks and keep on study and practice. So I think each individual have different history concerning ordination. Like another Ajahn, Long Pu Khao, is one of Long Ta contemporary or one of Long Pu Ajahn Man's disciple, Ajahn Khao. He ordained because he found out his wife was committed adultery, and he was very angry. And at first he wanted to kill both of the wife and the other man. But then he had enough sense to reflect and say, if he kills them, he's worse than them. Because they only did some sexual act, but he actually gonna kill them for this. So he then realized the dukkha of having a family, having a wife. So he decided he wants to give up this kind of life and become a monk. So I think each individual decision to become a monk is different. This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I read his biography before, Ajahn. Ajahn Khao
Okay.
Anyalayo. Yeah. So
I can only speak from my point of view, from my, but the other people, they have different ways of driving them into the monkhood.
But if you can stay or you can't stay, it's up to you.
That's the next step. See? Once you become ordained, it depends on how much you put into your practice. If you don't put into your practice, you might not be able to stay for long.
For us, it's good. Like it's good to go be alone or go on retreat, and that's how we prepare. Like it's how you always talk about being alone or go on retreat, like for lay people, like for us.
Well, this is one of the ways to do it. See? Right now, you have to, if you haven't yet had anything to, if you don't know how to meditate, you don't know how to live without sensual pleasure, how can you ordain? So generally for most people, they would have to slowly stop relying on sensual pleasure and replace it with meditation practice. Then get the happiness from meditation instead of getting happiness from the sensual pleasures. Because if you're not happy, you cannot remain where you are. You have to be happy to remain where you are. If you become a monk or a nun and you're not happy, then you won't be able to stay there long. You want to go back to what you used to be happy with, even though you might have some suffering, but at least you can still have some happiness.
Yeah, it's very practical.
Say it's like you are transitioning yourself from one type of pleasure to another type of pleasure, from sensual pleasure to meditation pleasure.
Like even if you have like even if you don't have equanimity, but you have enough like calm and tranquility, that's that could be good motivation to stay, I guess. But I guess it also depends on the individual. But,
no, I think you have to like to meditate, even though you might not get result, but you want to do meditation more than anything else. More than watching TV, more than going to parties, going to entertainment and things like that. You like to meditate, you want to meditate. If you don't want to meditate, then becoming a nun or a monk there's nothing for you to do. You cannot watch TV, you cannot have a boyfriend. What can you do?
Yeah. Very practical. Yeah. Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay. So Sri doesn't want to write something and let you read for him.
I'm enjoying my peace.
Okay. Okay. Get well soon, so you can destroy your peace. Okay. Don't say anything, I can hear you. It's very difficult for you to say. Okay, I'll go to Evie in Indonesia. Evie from Medan.
Yeah, Ajahn, can Ajahn hear me?
Yes, very good.
Ajahn, can explain to me what the different mindfulness and awareness and consciousness?
You see, these are English words and can be different meanings. You have to say the Pali words. What you want to know? Mindfulness, sati is mindfulness. Vijnana is consciousness. So they are different things.
Awareness?
Awareness, there's no equivalent in awareness
is awareness and mindfulness is the same?
Some people use them interchangeably. So the words are sometimes used interchangeably to mean the same thing.
Mindfulness and awareness is the same thing. Like if we learn something, we must learn something, we must thinking or the meaning is this and that. Is that consider like awareness?
Awareness is to be aware of what's going on. What are you doing with your body? You being aware of what's going on as you walk, as you sit, as you eat, as you work, as you do anything. This is awareness, which is mindfulness, which is really meaning mindfulness.
When we across the road, we must see the right and left.
That's right. This is having mindfulness or awareness. So these two words are interchangeable, awareness and mindfulness. Or being careful, carefulness, being careful.
So in meditation, awareness is important by knowing if we are.
You have to be aware of your meditation object. You have to be aware of your meditation object and not thinking about other things. So you have to be aware.
Because sometimes when thinking come arise, we cannot forget the object. So we lost our awareness. And when the awareness appear, we come back again to the object. And sometimes we lost again, and the thinking arise. We catch the thinking. That is mean is we lost the awareness, and when we remember, oh, I am meditation, and come back again to the breath.
That's right. That's right.
So the awareness is very hard to, how to say that?
Very hard to maintain. You don't usually have. You don't have continuous mindfulness or awareness. You might tend to be daydreaming or.
And so how about consciousness?
Consciousness consciousness in Buddhism means you're conscious when the eye see the the image, then you are conscious of that. Conscious of what you see, conscious of what you hear, conscious of what you taste, you smell, or touch. This is consciousness in Buddhism. It's called vijnana, one of the four nama khandas. Vedana, sanya, sankhara, vijnana. It's usually translated as consciousness.
It's different with knowing.
Well, just how can it be the same when I just said this is two?
Knowing and consciousness is different.
Well, that's just I just mentioned to you. Consciousness means conscious of what you see, what you hear, what you feel. This is called consciousness.
I think that is knowing, Ajahn. It's the same thing, maybe.
Let's stop discussing this thing. I think we're going around in a circle and not getting anywhere. Okay. The point is more important is how to stop your mind from wandering around. Keep it focused with something like your mantra or something like that. Okay.
Yeah, Ajahn. Thank you.
Okay. Who's next? Ryan. Okay. Ryan, where are you from?
From Singapore, Ajahn.
Okay.
Ajahn, my question is, so because my work, I sit in front of the computer a lot. So one thing that I do outside of work is to exercise, which involves going out of the house. So is that still defilement?
Exercise, going out of the house. Maybe they are both there. Exercise is good for your body, but sometimes you also use exercise as an excuse for you to go look for sensual objects. If you exercise in the house, maybe then you can prevent the defilement.
Okay.
But it's not really that important, really. You know, this type of defilement doesn't really hurt you that much. You know.
Thank you, Ajahn. The next question is, I think I know of one monk under you who is Singaporean as well. So do you encourage people like him to learn Thai?
No, I leave it up to them whether they want to learn Thai or not. What's more important, they should learn to practice. This is the goal of their ordination, is to learn how to meditate, how to develop wisdom. But if they want to study Thai, that's up to them. I have nothing to tell them about it. They can learn Thai if they want, but sometimes if learning Thai can cost them the practice, then they should. You know, and I think practice should come first. Meditation practice should come first. But if they can do it on the spare time, then that's okay. Okay.
Thank you, Ajahn. Yes.
Next, Mandy Smith from Canada.
Good to see you, Ajahn. Everything is going okay, and practice is going well. Adding more time to my days lately, instead of just using it as kind of like when I need to calm down, okay, I'll go meditate. Instead, just keeping it even when I don't need to calm down.
Yeah, try to do it regularly, because then it can become a habit.
Mm-hmm.
And try to do as much as possible. The more you can do it, the better. Good for your mind to have something to keep your mind calm all the time.
Yep.
The Buddha said the best form of happiness is the happiness you get from a calm mind.
And it's free.
I cannot hear you. What happened? I cannot. What did you?
Oh, and it's free.
Yeah, it's free. Yeah.
Can access it always.
And it also helps you to kill the time with. Sometimes you feel bored, you meditate, and then the time passes by quickly.
True.
Yeah, it's the best form of happiness, really. And you don't have to rely on anything or anybody to make you happy. And you can always have it anytime, anywhere.
Exactly.
So try to practice this and become an expert on meditation. I think then you'll have something to use as your refuge. This is what the Buddha means by Dhamma. As your refuge is the practice of meditation. Because once you can control your mind, then no suffering or dukkha can enter your mind. No depression, no stress, no anxiety, no worry, no restlessness or agitation. Which even maybe the richest man of the world cannot have. All the money in this world will not be able to get rid of your anxiety or agitation or stress. Okay.
Yes.
No question, huh?
None for now.
All
Thank
right.
you for. Well.
Okay. I think now it's time to go to Facebook for more questions. On.
Good evening, Kap Hong Po. I have a question from Facebook.
Yes, go ahead.
From Robert. A question regarding the fourth jhana, a few questions regarding fourth jhana. Is it correct that the fourth jhana is required to effectively progress to vipassana?
Well, you need the fourth jhana to have a calm and strong mind that can stop your defilements. But the jhana itself cannot stop the defilement permanently. It can only stop the defilement when it's in jhana. But when you come out of jhana, when you start to think, your defilement will then come and get into action again. In order to get rid of your defilement permanently, you need to develop wisdom, to see that what the things that the defilement wants are all anicca, dukkha, anatta. So yes, you need to have jhana first before you can go to develop wisdom to teach the mind to stop your defilement. And you need jhana to be able to stop your defilement. If you don't have jhana, like us right now, we don't have jhana, and we know that craving is not good for us, but we can still not stop our cravings when we have the cravings. But if we have jhana and if we know that craving is not good for us, we can stop the craving.
And is the fourth jhana equivalent to appana samadhi?
Yes, the same thing. Kanika samadhi also is a fourth jhana. The difference is that kanika is a brief duration, while appana samadhi is of a longer duration.
And can vipassana be practiced sitting with eyes closed following a samatha sitting?
Yes, you can do that also. And you can do it in any posture as far as vipassana is concerned, because you use your thinking. You have to think, but you think in terms of anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Question from Diana. How can we support our meditation practice when our defilements don't encourage our dedication?
Well, you have to look at your defilement as your opponent. So you have to try to fight against your defilement. So you need to have a strong determination, persistence, and persist with your practice of mindfulness and meditation.
No more questions.
No more question. Okay, now we can come back to our participant here in the room. If anybody would like to say or ask any more question, please raise your hand and unmute your microphone. Anybody? Looks like everybody's happy. No question. Okay. Well, maybe then it's time for us to call this meeting to an end. Unless somebody oppose this decision, please let me know if you want this meeting to continue. But if you don't, then we can then call this meeting to an end. Okay, then thank you for your participation. I hope you can benefit from this meeting and help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, stay mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
กราบสาธุอาจารย์สาธุค่ะสาธุค่ะ
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Edwin. Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, good Amin. Thank you. Good.
Thank you, Edwin.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Michael,